I love crises. When everyone's calm, I usually am the one freaking out. I'm paranoid, on planes. If Bruce Willis sits next to me, I'm like, what's happening? And then when everyone else freaks out in a crisis, I tend to calm down. That's why I was able to work for a prime minister and be a press secretary. That's why I was able to manage the sponsorship scandal, because I get calm. And if you can write in Chinese characters, you learn something. You learn that crisis is two characters, opportunity and risk. So that's what I want to talk to you about today. A crisis is a great opportunity to change the way you've been doing the things you've been doing. There is risk. Like President Kennedy said, there are risks and costs to a program of action. They are far outweighed by the long-term risks and costs of comfortable inaction. So what are we going to do? GSP had a big crisis. He wrote a letter for a drug kingpin. The media talked about it. Why would you do this? And it was all over the media in Quebec. And I went to him. I said, why did you do this, George? And he says, because when he comes out of prison, I'm going to be the only friend he has left. And I don't let my friends down even when they make mistakes. I'm going to help him. So we took that and we spun the story. What we do in storytelling is find the best way to tell the right story. So at the end of this affair, when everyone thought, oh, George is supporting a drug dealer, they went, what a good guy. No matter what mistake you make in your life, he's always going to support you. We twisted the narrative based on facts. Facebook did the opposite. Remember the scandal a few months ago with all the data being shared? And the head of Facebook took 3 days to come out and talk to media. This is a man who invented a social media as, how are you feeling right now? What are you doing right now? It's about the instant moment. It took him 3 days to come out and address the issue. So what do you think happened? We stopped trusting him. He lost the benefit of the doubt. I know legions of people who said, screw Facebook, I'm off. The benefit of the doubt from the people you interact with is the most important currency you'll ever have in your business. Maple Leaf Foods, when they had the tainted food and people died from consumption, the president came out and said, I'm pulling back all of my products, not just the ones that were tainted, everything. Shutting down our factories. We're not going to reopen until I find the source of the problem and I've fixed it. We believed him. It took weeks. It cost them millions of dollars. But the long-term benefits are there. Maple Leaf cleaned it up. And when he came out and said, no, I found the problem, here it is, and this is the factory where it occurred, and we fixed the problem, and it'll never happen again, we believed him because he stopped BSing us. And we're tired of being BSed by people every single day, everywhere. The sponsorship scandal. I was the spokesman for the government of Canada during the sponsorship scandal. I got the job because I'm the only person who applied for it. I'm not kidding. The deputy minister is sitting there saying, I'm surprised to meet you. I said, I'm surprised to meet you. I'm being interviewed by the DM. Why? I said, you're the only guy applied. It's going to be a shit show for the next 3 years. I said, I didn't take the money, and I'm going to run the most transparent communications campaign this government's ever seen. I was hired on the spot. And the key was my Panglosian mindset. I'm a positivist. I don't like hanging out with negative folks. I stay away from them. I avoid them. Pangloss was a character in a book by Voltaire, Candide. And Pangloss loses a hand, and someone, aren't you unhappy about losing a hand? He goes, no, it's an opportunity to perfect the other hand, get better at it. The mindset. We decide this is the way I'm going to be, and we go forward. So there are two ways of looking at the world. This is the way we've always done it versus there must be a better way. Well, if you work with people who say, no, this is the way we've always done it, we can't try anything else, move. Change companies. Go somewhere else. I printed T-shirts for my staff when I was a partner at Sidley. It said, fuck the status quo. I didn't swear. I said, fuck. Fuck status quo. Change things. Look at it differently. Look at this bottle of water and then look at it from here. Forget the way people have always done it and go looking for something new, something innovative, something creative. Why? Because you live in a Me Too world, a Me Too product world. All the audit reports look the same. So what's the differentiation factor in your business? It's the person you look at in the mirror. It's you, your strengths. What do you bring to these people that makes you stand out and makes your service stand out and turns those, because your marketing is the same thing as your clientele. You have to turn your clients into your spokespersons so that they say, no, no, these are the right people. Trust them.